The iBeauty and the iBeast. Once upon a time, amongst the hustle and bustle in the city of Paris, France, there lived a beautiful woman named Belle. Belle was the daughter of one of the most prestigious inventors in the world. When they had lived in America, he had invented the pillow pet, the Snuggie, and the ShamWow. Now, Belle and her father moved to France so he could work with a panel of inventors from all over the world. Belle was very unusual in her town because she wasn't interested in iPads or iPods or iPhones or whatever. She enjoyed the simpler things in life, such as reading and listening to music. Her father was getting ready to embark to one of the most talked about inventor conventions there are. Infomercials are us. "Father," said Belle, "be safe on your journey to the convention. There are spots in the city with no cell phone reception, and I don't know how you will function without it." "Okay, Belle, I will be careful, I promise," responded her father. Belle's father, Maurice, set off for the convention. He left an iPhone back home for Belle in case of any emergencies and told her he'd see her in a week's time. As he was traveling through Paris, he realized he had suddenly lost his way. Soon, the bars on top of the cell phone were non-existent, and he saw the dreaded words, "No service." Maurice did not know what to do, so he stopped at the first building he saw. It was a deep and dark building with hardly any windows at all. He decided to ring the doorbell and give it a try. The door creaked open mysteriously, and so he entered. "Hello, is anyone there?" cried Maurice. No answer. He kept walking deeper into the dark hallway that came from the doorway. As he continued on, he realized there was no forms of modern technology inside of this building. There were huge stereos from the 90s and no televisions or iProducts. Maurice grew even more worried than he was before. All of a sudden, a huge, deep voice came echoing from the deep darkness. "Who's there?" boomed the voice. "It's just me, Maurice. I was on my way to a convention, and I lost service, and I got lost. I just need to borrow a phone." "We don't have those here," answered the ferocious voice. "Who am I speaking with?" cried Maurice. "I am the man who lives in the castle. I am secluded because I have no interest in anything technological." Maurice grew worried, for this was such a rare occurrence in the world today that he didn't know how to react. Then he suddenly realized he knew exactly how to interact with this type. "Well, how perfect is that?" said Maurice. "I have a daughter at home who feels the exact same way. If you don't help me find my way home, I will introduce you to her." "Well," said the man hesitantly, "I suppose I could give it a shot." "Well, come along." The man and Maurice started back to their house, and the man was able to guide Maurice back because he knew the city forward and backward, due to always having to know the streets instead of depending on a device to help him out. When they arrived back at Belle's house, the man walked inside and saw the most beautiful woman he's ever seen in his life. "Father, home so soon?" exclaimed Belle. "Yes, I had lost my way, but this man helped me out. He was very generous and guided me here. He is very smart, and he feels the same way about technology as you do." "Well," said Belle hesitantly, "where is he?" Maurice looked back, and the man was gone. He was so confused, for he thought that the man was excited to meet Belle, and he didn't understand why he would disappear so quickly. A few weeks later, Belle heard a knocking at their door. She opened it up, and there was standing a lovely man, with a handsome suit and his long hair pulled back in a slick ponytail. "Who are you?" questioned Belle. "I am the man who helped your father get home a couple weeks ago. When we returned, I caught a glimpse of you, and I fell in love at first sight. However, I am not very experienced in the art of communication, due to me secluding myself from the world and technology." Then the man whipped out 2 iPhones. He explained to Belle that he thought it'd be a good idea for them to start out together, and to start accepting that technology is a big deal in the 2000s. He presented her with her own iPhone with a pink case and pulled out his matching one with a blue case. "I thought this would be a good way to start getting to know each other. This way we can talk nonstop and share everything about ourselves." "That is an excellent idea," exclaimed Belle. "I'm a little nervous to let go of my old ways, but you're worth it, Belle," said the man. "What is your name?" questioned Belle, realizing she still didn't know. "My name is Stephen. Nice to meet you, Belle," he replied. From that day on, they texted nonstop, Snapchatted, FaceTimed, and even Facebook messaged each other. Belle was so thankful to have Stephen in her life and loved her new technology. They lived happily ever after and slowly expanded their collection of technological products together.